Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting in a Fan, and yes, I have the Torchia lighting lamp over there, I have the fan over there, I have the ring light over here, and I have the lights for my beautiful Yule tree. Yes, you're so beautiful, I gotta give you water later. So how you doing? Right now the time is approximately 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time, which you know what that means. 8 plus 5 plus 0 equals 13, as in the number 13. Blessed be the power of the witch. And the date is Sunday, December 26th, 2021. To my friendly Canadians and those of you who live in the United Kingdom, I wish you a beautiful and bountifully blessed Boxing Day, and may your boxes be overflowing with sweet treats, cash, and all the goodies that make you and yours very, very happy. Today is also the first day of Kwanzaa, which is not a religion, it is a spiritual philosophy. And today's principle is umoja, which means, according to the official Kwanzaa website, to strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. I love that. I do not get tired of reading that. So, 2022 is a lover's card year. Let's talk about that a little bit. So first of all, I know that one of the traditional meanings of the lover's card is a romantic relationship, but if you look at what the Major Arcana represents, I mean, it really doesn't make sense to think of the lover's card as a romantic relationship. Because think about it. Generally speaking, the Major Arcana cards represent the greater secrets that are represented in the tarot. That's number one. Number two, the Major Arcana cards represent spiritual forces. They represent the powers of fate and destiny, to use a bit of an archaic phrase. And they are the cards that represent spiritual shifts, energetic shifts. They represent spiritual and psychic development. They represent, to use some of the terminology that a lot of metaphysicians and New Agers use, ascension. So what is this mundane romantic relationship? What is this representation of a romantic relationship, you know, where most people will have sex and get married and have babies? Like, that doesn't make any sense given the general nature of the Major Arcana. So I'm going to say that as a lover's card year, it is about what we, the collective, can do to give more love to ourselves, to give more love to humanity. And I am crystal clear that so many of us in YouTubeLand are so accustomed to giving to others first. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing at all wrong with that. And I've said this in my readings over more than 20 plus years. But the fact of the matter is that, and it's ironic, I don't have a car or a driver's license, and yet I love the analogy of how we are like cars. We cannot run on fumes. We must fuel ourselves before we go any place. So it is the same concept. Before you give somebody anything else, you need to give yourself something. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how many kids you have. I don't care what's going on in your life. You cannot tell me with any degree of authenticity or any degree of I'm going to convince Robert that this is the truth, that you cannot even spare 1 minute for yourself. You can't tell me that. You will tell me that. You might tell me that. And I'm not going to believe you. And I will just say, I don't believe you. I do not believe that you don't have 60 seconds to give yourself love, adoration, admirations, positive, prospering self-affirmation, self-talk. I don't believe it. And you can tell me I don't have the time. I don't have a minute, and I'm going to say I don't believe you. 60 seconds. I promise you, you could find 60 seconds to give yourself nurturance, to give yourself nourishment, to give yourself love and attention. You can do that. You absolutely can do that. I don't care how many people you take care of. I'm sure that your life is abundantly full. I don't question that. But you can absolutely give yourself a great deal of what you need to give yourself in 60 seconds. And if you really don't have 60 seconds, then start with 10. You can even do a timer. You can even do a timer on your cell phone or on a stopwatch or what have you. And you can absolutely give yourself 10 seconds of love and attention. The other thing I find fascinating about a lover's card year is choices. Like, what choices do we want to make for ourselves and to benefit the collective that are inspiring, that are loving, that are divinely loving and healing, or rather divinely lovingly healing? Because I think that generally speaking, the need and the hunger for positive emotions, love, joy, peace, harmony, is at an all-time high. And I strongly believe that one of the things that we can do to bring more divinely loving, healing energy into the world and for the greater collective is to heal as much of ourselves as possible. And I know that I often talk about energy healing treatments, and I've mentioned in several of my videos that I am available for. Hold on a moment. I heard a tap or a click. Oh, okay. Thank you, Drake. Checking in with my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos. Pardon me. So I really feel like there needs to be this focus on healing ourselves. And whatever we can do to heal ourselves is important, okay? Durga is being super cute right now, and I'm hoping that my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos can do a close-up of the cuteness. That is, you can't? No. You're lying. Oh no. I have to describe it for all of you in YouTubeLand because it is super cute. So, Durga, the cat, formerly known as Durga the kitten, is laying on her side. And she's laying with her back, her upper back, against the modem. I hope I'm saying, yes, the modem of my home internet access. And she has one of her legs all the way extended up as far as it can go against the wall. It is supremely cute. Yes, yes. And Drake had a fantastic idea, so you'll be able to see it after all. Super cute. I need to hydrate. Pardon me. So in closing for this video, 2022 is a lover's card year. Why? Because if you add up the digits of 2022, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Now here's what's interesting. In the Major Arcana, there's another card that numerologically reduces to 6. Trump 15, the Devil card. So I often look at the Devil card as being manipulated by one's fears and insecurities regarding money and sex. So what insecurities do you have about money and sex that you are finally ready to surrender and release and banish back to the nothingness from whence they came? You don't necessarily need to tell me in the comments, but I would love to know what progress you're making in those. And even if you're not making any progress, ask yourselves, am I really not making any progress? Or do I just feel like I'm not making any progress because I don't see anything incremental or in my physical realm? But in any event, thank you as always to all of you in YouTube land for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you for all the likes, for all the comments, for all the shares, for all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. Thank you to all of you who have scheduled your sessions, and thank you to all of you who have bought me a coffee. I wish all of you and yours a beautiful night, a wonderful week, a glorious holiday season, a happy new year, and a healthy new year, and stay tuned for the next video.